rest. I don't want us to have it. I told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us distance of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
You believe that this woman is the only person that actually wants football? Because I asked this question 3 times. I see her hand coming up faster than any other person. So for that reason, you will go home with 5 million.
Governor Monday Okpebholo at the event noted that his administration is delivering genuine progress and development to the 3 senatorial districts of the state. He said the previous government claims to have transformed education in Edo State, but findings show otherwise, and maintained that through the ongoing reforms, school enrollment across Edo is increasing, and they are upgrading facilities and learning processes so that Edo children can compete with their peers globally.
Reform is very difficult, because it will affect many things. And not if want reform. But for the common man, we want it. Because our life depends on it. I want to thank my commissioner for education. They have finished everything in education in Edo State. Is it not paying them? And they have not done anything about our education. You go to schools where you see children sitting on the floor, no roof. But today, those schools are now recording over 500 children. Why is it like that? It is because Edo is shining.
Edo State Deputy Governor Right Honorable Dennis Itahusa called on Edo youths to mobilize under the City Boy movement to ensure that President Tinubu secures the highest number of votes in the South-South region in the next election. Itahusa said with the governor's performance, opposition in Edo State will soon become history, and called on the youths to stand firm, support this movement, and ensure Edo delivers the highest votes for the president.
Your Excellency, you have told us that Edo belongs to Asiwaju, Asiwaju belongs to Edo State. Why are we voting for Asiwaju? Because Asiwaju is a dependable and reliable leader. To lead it to progress. And we are celebrating and enjoying the beautiful governor of Edo State. And to improve the lives of the people who are focused on the renewal of Mr. President. and to bring to you a warm greeting, support, and encouragement of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and also to bring the message that our youth are the center of the national and the state agenda.
Edo State Commissioner for Education and State Director of the City Boy Movement, Dr. Padi Yamu, praised President Tinubu for introducing the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, which he said has ensured that no Edo child is forced out of school due to financial constraints. He also highlighted the achievements of Governor Okpebholo's administration within 1 year, including construction of 68 new schools across the state, sponsorship of 5 Edo students to study in China for 3 years, and provision of 1 billion naira in student bursary, empowerment programs for market women and small-scale businesses, among others. The Director General of the City Boy Movement, Francis Oluwatosin, commended Governor Okpebholo for his visionary and silent leadership style, noticed significant progress in education, healthcare, security, and infrastructure. He also praised President Tinubu's ongoing economic reforms, describing them as both steps towards national restructuring and sustainable growth.
And I make bold to tell you, there is no bad school I've shown him that he has refused. Identify the problem and take the problem to him, and he will solve it. We have constructed schools.
Mechanic Initiative, Dr. Engineer Sandra Agwebo also delivered an inspiring empowerment message to the youth, urging them to embrace technical skills and self-reliance as the path to true success.
Youth Empowerment Initiative, short as the Lady Mechanic Initiative, are engaging as transformed platforms that equip young Nigeria, especially women, with skill, confidence, opportunity for sustainable livelihood. The Nigerian youth are innovative, energetic, and ambitious, from the tech sector to the creative industry and social entrepreneurship. Young Nigerians are driving youth and changing global perception of the country. However, to fully enhance the potential, access to education, vocational skill, and empowerment opportunity are crucial.
The highlight of the event was the empowerment of selected individuals across several sectors, including fashion, creative arts, agriculture, and small-scale enterprise. Beneficiaries received empowerment tools, starter kits, and financial support to enhance their livelihoods. Some of the beneficiaries who spoke with BeeTv News expressed deep appreciation to the organizers, describing the empowerment as a life-changing opportunity that will help them achieve financial independence and stability.
Very happy. I'm going to tell you that. I'm sure, in fact, I just short of words. I don't know what to say.
Happy, and I'm grateful to the Edo State government for the money. And I just pray he rules his tenure in peace. I also rule the other 4 years. Thank you.
Big thank you to Mr. President, the governor, and every organizer of this program. And the money will go a very long way for each and every one of us. And I want to shout a very big thank you to everybody. I received the money in tens.
Speaking with BeeTv News, Dr. Munirat Antoinette Lekki, the newly appointed Senior Special Assistant to Governor Okpebholo on Tourism and Creative Economy, commended the initiative and the organizers for recognizing the creative and tourism sector as vital drivers for economic growth. She said youth empowerment through creative skills is one of the most sustainable ways to reduce unemployment and promote positive social engagement.
I hope the people that came here listened to something, heard something, will go home with something that benefited them. They also tell their community members. I know most people came here because they're looking for money, but money is not everything, right? We need mental empowerment as well. We hope people understand that even as a young person, you can change the world. Everyone has skills that can make them very impactful.
The event climaxed with electrifying performances from several artists, including Harry Song, who traded the audience alongside other local performers. The venue erupted with cheers and excitement as youth celebrated their empowerment, a reflection of renewed hope, unity, and optimism for a brighter future. The The Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, serving and past members of the National State Assembly, commissioners, local government chairmen and party leaders were in attendance. With the smiles and cheers of these empowered youth, the City Boy movement once again reaffirmed its mission that the future of Nigeria truly belongs to its vibrant and determined youth. Best Orator, reporting for BeeTv News.
Earlier reports, Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his bold economic reforms, visionary policies and developmental programs, which he said are reshaping governance and national development. Governor Okpebholo noted that the federal government's support to states has provided resources for meaningful developmental projects. He referenced in the ongoing construction of flyover bridges and other infrastructural works in Edo State. Governor Okpebholo made this known in Benin City during the City Boy Movement Program, an empowerment initiative aimed at supporting over 200 Edo youths. Moving on to our next report, the National Commission for Museum and Monuments, NCMM, National Museum Benin, Edo State has officially opened an exhibition of repatriated Benin artifacts with the theme.
Actually, over the chart. So, in the areas of artwork, Benin was in beautiful shape.
The hall where the exhibition took place saw a display of multiple artifacts and cultural objects carefully arranged for visitors to explore. Curators were on the ground to take guests around the gallery, offering historical explanations and storytelling to connect the audience to the rich Benin heritage. Speaking with journalists, the curator, National Museum, Benin, and Zonal Health South-South of the NCMM, Mr. Mark Olaiton, commended the Oba Benin, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedu Ukwa-Akpolokpolo EY II for the significant efforts and persistent advocacy which greatly influenced the return of the artifacts. He noted that the repatriation was made possible through the collaboration between the federal government of Nigeria and the National Commission for Museums and Monuments. Mr. Olaito further explained that over 160 artifacts have been returned and now form part of the global exhibition, giving both local and international visitors the opportunity to view the cultural treasures that once left the shores of Benin centuries ago.
For a long time, the world has been waiting for what we have today. And I want to first of all give a big kudos to the Omonoba Nedu Ukwa-Akpolokpolo, Oba Ewa II. The wonderful work he has been doing to see that these objects are being repatriated to the country, because ever since he became the Oba of Benin during his coronation in 2017, that was when he made the pronouncement that he had much interest in bringing these objects to the country. And above it all, it's a work that one parent cannot do. It must be in collaboration with the federal government of Nigeria, and in particular, National Commission for Museums and Monuments. We want to give a big kudos to the Director General of the NCMM, who have been traveling all over, far and near, to see how this object will come back to the country.
Some visitors expressed appreciation, commending the efforts put in by concerned stakeholders in ensuring that the stolen artifacts were brought back home. They described the exhibition as a strong step towards educating the public and reviving cultural identity, especially for the younger generation.
Here is National Museum Benin. The exhibition we are here now is telling us about restitution in motion. Many objects in the year 1897 were taken away from Benin, and today a lot of works have been done by our constituted authority, our traditional rulers, civil society, the federal government of Nigeria, as well as NCMM authority, which all advocated for the returns, and the objects are back to National Museum Benin today. It is very important for us to know that these objects are rich cultural.
Wawaka local government area, Honorable Eric Sino Osawaru has expressed profound sorrow over the tragic tanker fire that occurred on Friday at Ogege Junction, resulting in significant loss of property and disruption of livelihoods. The unfortunate incident, which sent shockwaves across the community, once again underscores the urgent need for collective responsibility in promoting road safety, especially during the festive season. While commiserating with the victims and the entire Ogege community, Honorable Osawaru described the tragedy as a painful loss that has left an indelible mark on the hearts of many residents. The acting chairman extended his heartfelt condolences to all those affected and assured them that the local government stands firmly with them in these difficult times. Reaffirming his administration's commitment to the shine agenda of the Edo State government under the leadership of Senator Monday Okpebholo, Honorable Osawaru emphasized the importance of improved road infrastructure and strict enforcement of safety standards to prevent such avoidable disasters in the future. He further called on all motorists, especially tanker and heavy-duty vehicle drivers, to exercise maximum caution, discipline and adherence to traffic regulation, noting that the Yuletide period often witnesses increased vehicular movement and heightened risk of accidents. Honorable Osawaru also reiterated his resolve to strengthen collaboration with relevant emergency response agency to ensure swift action during crisis within Ikpoba-Awka. He urged residents to remain vigilant, supportive and prayerful, assuring that together the local government will continue to build a safer, stronger and more resilient Ikpoba-Awka. In a dramatic turn of events, the acting chairman of the Senator Samuel Ayawu led faction of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Abdulrahman Mohammed, on Monday stormed the National Secretariat of the party to assume leadership. Mohammed took over the affairs of the party amidst tight security. He was received by the National Secretary, Senator Samuel Ayawu. There was tension at the Secretariat when a group of staff members, reportedly aided by external forces, attempted to forcibly evict Senator Ayawu from his office on the 3rd floor.
And by the grace of God, under my leadership, I'll do everything possible to make sure that we bring each and everyone have a one umbrella, and one umbrella as we all know, because PDP is beyond one individual. Yes. We are here to work as a team to make sure that we have smooth process, to have a successful process towards 2027 general election. I assure you, each and every stakeholders within the federation, we are going to liaise with them, hear from them, and also receive their guidance to make sure that we have a one family in PDP. PDP is a one family, and by the grace of God, we make sure that we maintain that slogan, power to the people. Because power belongs to people, and we are assuring Nigerians that we are going to make everything possible so that the elected will have confidence in us to come out in mass to vote for our party. I want to thank all our supporters across the federation that they should remain calm.
The increasing number of damaged and non-functional street lights and traffic lights across Benin City has raised serious concern among residents who frown at the situation, noting that the absence of lights has led to poor visibility at night, frequent traffic congestion, increase in road accidents, and increased insecurity. BeeTv News Osarage Agaba reports that the residents called on the government to repair and maintain the affected street lights and traffic lights to enhance safety and restore order on roads within the metropolis.
The increasing number of damaged and non-functional street lights and traffic lights on roads in Benin City has raised serious concern among residents who frown at the situation. They said the poor state of the lights has led to several challenges, including poor visibility at night, frequent traffic congestion, a rise in road accidents, and increased insecurity in many areas. The residents described the situation as worrisome and called on the Edo State government and relevant agencies to urgently repair and maintain the affected street lights and traffic lights to ensure safer roads and improve street lighting across Benin City.
On a massive tour to all the places and to ensure that all those places are being marked and to ensure that they are being fixed, because the governor from the very first day told Edo people that he was going to hit the ground running. And the governor cannot be every
traffic lights across Benin City. He explained that some of the lights became non-functional due to vandalism by criminal elements, adding that the government has put modalities in place to ensure their restoration. Honorable Saturday assured that the affected street lights and traffic lights will be restored in no distant time.
Most of the street lights, we are working on them to make sure that they are back to full function before the Christmas. And the real problem we are having is, it is electric energized. The problem we are having, the most problem we are having is the vandalization. So as we are talking now, we have about 12 people that are in police net that were caught vandalizing the street light. So we're already putting some measure in place, engaging security, and to make sure that it's properly fixed. We are putting measure in place to make sure that after the rehabilitation of the street lights, it will be very difficult for them to harvest.
The Director General of the Edo State Electrification Agency assured that the state government remains committed to ensuring the safety of lives and property. He added that all damaged street lights and traffic lights will be restored soon and warned members of the public to take responsibility for maintaining government facilities within their areas. Osarogie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
University of Benin along the Benin-Lagos Expressway is in and continuous deterioration of the bridge. It reports that the roof has completely pulled off.
The pedestrian bridge at the Unibe main gate, constructed to prevent students of the University of Benin, Ugbawa campus and local residents from crossing the expressway, has continued to deteriorate. Parts of the bridge, including the roof, have completely pulled off, and electrical systems are not functional due to vandalism of electric cables by criminal elements. Also, the iron railings are rusting away and several steps are damaged, making the bridge unsafe for use. Students and residents expressed concern over the deteriorating condition of the bridge, noting that its deteriorating condition poses a serious safety risk to pedestrians. They say the bridge is no longer safe to use during rainfall due to the missing roof, and it has also become dangerous to use at night because of the lack of lighting.
Sometimes,
if the challenges are addressed, students and residents are now calling for urgent intervention. Osarogie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
In recent years, there has been a significant increase in the adoption of solar energy by both residents and business owners across Benin City, its environs and beyond, as many people have described the use of solar panels as a reliable and durable alternative to conventional power sources. In this report, BeeTv News Temitope Oluwafemi spoke with some respondents on their choice of solar energy. The report.
Solar energy, a radiant energy from the sun that can be converted into electricity or used for heating. A close observation indicates that residents and business owners in Benin City have continued to opt for solar energy as a source of power, describing it as efficient and dependable. Speaking with BeeTv News, a resident shared his experience, stating that he has been using solar energy in his home and business for over 8 years. According to him, solar power has proven to be efficient and dependable, providing uninterrupted electricity for his daily activities. He added that his experience with the system has been so satisfactory that he recommends it to anyone who can afford to install one.
I've been using this solar of a king for like 8 years in my house. I think when it just started then. And I found it very, very convenient and reliable, noiseless and efficient.
Other respondents also applauded the growing shift to solar energy, emphasizing that it is cleaner and more sustainable option compared to generators. They noted that while the initial cost of installation might be high, the long-term benefits such as reduced fuel cost and minimal maintenance makes it a worthwhile investment.
I advise people to go for solar. It's very nice. There are some that are affordable. It depends on what you want to use for.
On his part, a solar panel distributor and installer explained that solar energy, also referred to as renewable energy, represents the future of power generation. He noted that public interest and patronage continues to rise daily as more people are becoming aware of its benefits. According to him, solar systems are highly durable, require little maintenance, and can be tailored to meet different power needs depending on budget and capacity.
Let's compare it with the
Reporting for BeeTv News.
To democracy and free speech. In Lagos, the Commissioner of Police stated that no protests will be allowed. He made a statement today while leading officers to the Oworonshoki area of Lagos State addressing journalists. The Commissioner of Police said security personnel had been deployed to strategic locations across the state following intelligence reports that some individuals were planning to stage a protest. Warning issued by U.S. President Donald Trump has designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern just 24 hours after accusing the Nigerian government of ignoring attack on Christians. However, Mr. Sowore stated that regardless of one's faith, whether Christian, Muslim, animist, or non-religious, such rhetoric should not be celebrated. He pointed out that the United States and its allies have a long history of military interventions that often leave affected nations even more unstable. Political leaders and sympathizers have gathered in the Aluson community of Egon local government area in Nasarawa State to bid farewell to former Deputy Governor Senator Solomon Iwuga. The late Ewuga, who died at the age of 70, was honored and remembered for his dedicated service, humility, and remarkable contributions to the development of both the state and the nation. A solemn atmosphere at the Evangelical Reformed Church of Christ as family, friends, and political leaders paid their final respect to Senator Solomon Ewuga. The church auditorium overflowed with sympathizers. Among them are the National Chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Governor Abdullah, former Minister of Information Lab, and two former governors of Nasarawa State, Abdullahi Adamu and Tanko Al-Makura. Delivering his tributes, the APC national chairman called for unity among party members nationwide, urging them to honor Senator Ewuga's memory by promoting peace and service to humanity.
We stand celebrating a life well lived. He wasn't just a politician, but he was a father, a mentor to many of us in politics, not just in politics, but in life.
Governor Abdullah described the late Ewuga as a man of peace and integrity whose contributions to Nasarawa growth will not be forgotten.
This is the final journey he's taken. There is no more journey for him. We pray Almighty, may continue to reward him for what he has done, for lives that he has touched, and may continue to bring peace and blessings to his grave.
For the widow Josephine Ewuga, the day was one of mixed reaction, a farewell to a husband and a leader whose compassion touched countless lives. In a sermon titled From Dusk to Dawn, General Secretary of ERCC urged believers to live exemplary lives and to remember that life's true. During a counter-kidnapping operation in Kogi State, the Nigerian Army recovered 3.8 million naira. According to Acting Assistant Director, Army Public Relations, Captain Hassan Abdullahi, the operation was conducted on the 2nd of the relatives were attempting to deliver ransom money. The soldiers reportedly came under fire but overpowered the criminals, forcing them to abandon two victims and the ransom money before fleeing with gunshot wounds. The rescued victim has since been debriefed and the recovered 3.8 million naira was returned to them. Delta State. The Delta State government has reiterated its stance that community leaders and local authorities must ensure that no development fees are collected at construction sites across the state. The Director General of the Delta State Orientation and Communication Bureau, Section Law of 2018, which outlaws levies at construction sites, including the commonly attacks on Christians. Mr. Oganesigbe commended President Bola Tinubu for his commitment to ending insurgency and terrorism, while also praising the military and law enforcement agencies for their efforts in safeguarding national security. He urged for continued diplomatic engagement with the United States, emphasizing the need for accurate reporting of incidents of violence. He further recommended a multifaceted strategy to enhance national security, including the use of AI-powered surveillance system, upgraded immigration controls, and the protection of all citizens, regardless of their faith. World Cup. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has reaffirmed its readiness for Anambra State's governorship election, assuring citizens and stakeholders of a peaceful, transparent and credible process on November 8th. INEC Chairman Professor Joash Amupita gave the assurance during a high-level inspection visit to the Commission State Office in Awka, the state capital, ahead of stakeholders' meeting scheduled for tomorrow. The election will hold on November 3rd. INEC dismissed attempts to discredit the process, reaffirming its commitment to its mandate. Anambra Elizabeth Agu confirmed that all non-sensitive materials are distributed and the beavers fully tested and ready.
The heartbeat of culture, fashion, music, and entertainment is about to take over Benin City as we gear up for the Edo Carnival 2025. From December 21st to 27th, Garrick Memorial on Ekenwa Road will come alive with 7 days of extraordinary excitement. From dazzling parades, live music, and cultural displays to seminar, a beauty pageant, Miss Edo Carnival 2025, fashion shows, and so much more. Get ready to witness the pride of Edo, the spirit of our people, and the biggest celebration of culture this December. This project is proudly brought to you by Peak Rendezvous Entertainment Global Limited and supported by Edo State Government.